Heck of a game. Very
Yeah.
good game. Big time, obviously. I mean, tons of talent on the field, tons of intensity, drama, some controversy, some back and forth. You know, for a while it looked like, oh my God, Georgia's going to find a new and different way to blow it again against Alabama. And then
it's
they
hard to
come
overstate the
through big time.
fatalism that like came with that moment when Stetson Bennett. Did
Oh,
you think
yeah.
that was a fumble in live?
I absolutely thought there was no way it was a fumble live.
Yes. And then I watched
Like,
a few
when
replays.
that happened,
and I still thought there was
Yeah.
no way.
yeah, and Brian Branch, who came up with the fumble, but I don't think he even thought that he was getting
He
a
had
fumble.
no
I mean, he
idea.
was so nonchalant grabbing the
Yes.
ball. Yeah, it was like an accidental fumble recovery where he
Yes.
just happened to be in bounds.
Yeah.
So anyway, Pete, just biggest takeaways from the
Oh.
game, and then we'll start diving into some of the nitty gritty.
Yeah, I think like takeaway one from this game, when we think about it 10 years from now, it'll be the 41-year drought is over, the longing, the angst, the heartbreak. Like that quelling of that, I think, is the number one storyline to come out of here. And then number two, Stetson Bennett wrote the ending to one of the greatest walk-on stories in college football history. Like he got the ending right. This is how tenuous it could have been wrong. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, we still don't know if it's going to be right or wrong. Yeah. He could have been the guy who wasn't good enough, the guy that lost Alabama 3 times. And instead, he leads 2 nails touchdown drives. He throws that 40-yard parabola that catch was one of the great plays of the game.
Phenomenal. A.D. Mitchell.
Mitchell reached back with his right hand and kind of pinned it on the left side of his helmet. I mean, it was really a remarkable, in a game with a lot of athleticism, a lot of big-time plays. That was a big-time play. But, yeah, I really think you go Georgia angst, Stetson, and then Kirby breaking the schneid against Nick, breaking through at his alma mater, and maybe starting a little run too, Like that. Yeah. Like it's easy to look at Georgia and look at the recruiting classes and look at the talent. They still really don't have a quarterback.
No, I mean, I was comparing him before the season started. I compared him to Phil Mickelson. It's like he's going to break through and win a major, you know. And then once he does he win 5 or 6? And I'm not saying he's going to win 5 or 6 national titles, but hey, he might. Again, only 46 years old. First coach to lead his alma mater to the national title since Phil Fulmer in 1998. So it's been a while. Pride of Bainbridge, Georgia, Kirby Smart, and yes. I mean, I think Pete, you're absolutely right about the big themes of this. 41 years for a program that has almost everything going for it. It's like it's incredible how it could have possibly been that long, and they finally do it. And Vince Dooley is there. He's 89 years old. Kirby Smart tells a cute little story that last night he gets off the elevator on his floor of his hotel room, and there's Vince Dooley sitting on a bench waiting for his hotel key because he had locked himself out of his room, and somebody was bringing one up to him. And he's like, God put Vince Dooley there for me to see him. I don't really know whether God did do that, but it was kind of cool, the full circle nature of this, and for that, just the way things came together for this to finally happen was phenomenal. And then, the Bennett thing, like you said, those 2 drives. So the second drive, he didn't have to do much. Mostly he handed off, but then very good play call by Todd Monken, who I thought didn't run the ball nearly enough for about 3 quarters, but then they figured it out and pounded it. Yeah, they pounded it. And then they had the nice deft, flat pass to Brock Bowers, and they got a lead block, and he scores, and that really probably decided the game. But then Keely Ringo definitely decided the game with the pick.
Well, it could have decided the game if they didn't chase points, but that's another story too.
Yeah,
because they went up 8 and they could have been up 9.
Oh, right,
because they didn't get the 2-point conversion.
Right.
Yeah, Keely Ringo was cool. Like it was like you could see him getting chased down from behind, and it was like, oh God, don't let him be like a Leon Lett. Don't let it get poked out. And then they blocked very well at the end for him. Like somebody got depleted. That was my favorite play from this game was the Jalen Carter field goal block. That was just such. He didn't even have to jump, Pat. Like he just that's some pretty good angles. If you get far enough in the backfield where all you have to do is reach up to block the kick. He had his big left pop. And that planted, I felt like, the seeds of possibility for Georgia because neither team had done much, but it was the combination of the drop by Alabama. I mean, the drop might have been the biggest play of the game.
Yeah.
Certainly the biggest play of the first three quarters. Because it takes points away, sets up the block, they bust the run fit, and then I believe his 15-yard face mask sets up first and goal. And then we have our first touchdown.
Yeah. All those things in succession.
Left. Yes. It's rare to see a Nick Saban team like fall on its face 4 steps in a row.
Yeah, right.
And that's what happened.
And they did.